Hello and welcome back to Round 4 coverage from the 2024 PDGA Pro World Championships. We are out here in Lynchburg at Ivy Hill, and Isaac Robinson has run into some of the first struggles that we've seen so far in this championship. You're watching JomezPro, Nate Sexton, Jeremy Koling.
Yeah, not only did he run into problems, he ran into problems at the wrong time because classy Niklas Anttila goes hard on the front nine, shooting one off of his perfect game plan, playing hole 5 for the par, and then going after everything else, just annihilating the front nine, beats Isaac by 7. Joseph Anderson struggling. Luke Taylor struggling on the front nine a bit. They're falling back down off the pace. Opening up an opportunity with Isaac's slow front nine is giving Chase Card a chance to get back into it. And we're even seeing some check-ins from third card. So it's gonna be exciting, folks. We got 27 holes remaining in this World Championship, starting right here with hole 10. We talked about it in round 2. One of the more unique holes we've ever played in disc golf. Huge downhill tee shot, wide open off the tee, but you're going to a downslope that tapers to a narrow OB the farther you go down the hill, and then your second shot just goes to this huge steep embankment. Starts off wide for Niklas. Going to need a little bit of skip. Oh my word. Wow. That is it.
A lot of guys living on the edge.
The heck is going on out here today, Nate?
But most all of them have been in bounds. I mean, a couple
Yeah.
OBs, but we've seen so many close calls.
And some of the weird stuff has just been some basket irregularities, honestly. We've had some spit outs. We saw that crazy one from James Proctor on hole 14. Oh my word.
Like
That
an
was crazy.
all-timer worst spit out is in terms of reaction.
I think back to Sarah Hokum's at D-Glow.
Yes.
On hole 8, she just slowly, sarcastically walked next to it for about a minute. And look
Okay, this is going for a ride.
Nate.
Oh,
okay.
this is going to be good, please.
Sit there.
Yeah, that's a huge drive.
Hard to put it any more in the center than that. Interesting to see Isaac combat this slope by going high to try to bring the angle into the ground and take away the speed.
And you see Luke go to the mid-range, which I think is genius if you've got the power to make birdie happen, because watch how gently this settles comparatively. It's never going to jump. I mean, it could, but it's so much less likely.
That's a high-class play.
For it to jump up.
Boy, come on.
Wow. For it to jump up and catch edge and really roll.
What kind of play does Niklas have into the green from here?
This needs to get down.
And Niklas's first mistake.
That's going to be a long putt as well, and a very, very dangerous putt, as we discussed on front nine coverage.
Hanging out.
Needs to really hurry up as well.
Hanging out there. I don't think that hit the stake. I think it just hit the ground and just moved backwards. But where did it cross in bounds last?
Not very close to the basket.
No, I don't think so.
In my estimation.
Well, look what Luke's got left after that mid-range off the tee on a 900-foot par 4.
Oh, that's probably the best we've seen it played. I really think
Perfect.
throwing the mid-range takes so much of the guesswork out of it. And obviously he has plenty of power. Take the driver out for shot 2. We're still learning things out here
And
at the World Championships.
you know Isaac's going to chomp at the bit here with the mistake from Niklas. Isaac's going to be getting at least 1, more than likely 2 strokes, and regaining the lead.
And how aggressive do you want to get from here? Not very, I think, is the smart play.
That amount. Honestly, should have been 4 feet shorter. You don't want to hit that koozie. Don't even want to come close to it.
Sits down.
Okay. Everyone in bullseye, just 2 of them for birdie.
And 2 of them for bogey.
The first blemish on Niklas's card today. And Isaac's back in the spot where he started today, and Calvin Heimberg has jumped up into a tie for second. This is shaping up to be an all-timer, man. The weather has been perfect. The competition has been fierce. You had a front runner come in this week. I mean, I don't know if you'd say Isaac was the front runner, but he's the reigning world champion, so he certainly was in.
Of course.
He's in the conversation. Plenty of width. 29 feet away. Oh, boy. Okay.
Stays safe. I don't know how aggressive you're going to get on that putt, but you're happy not to be in the sand, that's for sure. Easy par if you want it from there. Super overstable disc here.
That's got to get going. Yeah, and the worst case scenario, hits the hay bales in the air and rolls backwards. You hate to see that. It's going to make that par putt pretty tricky. Niklas in a little bit more trouble here on 11.
Go in. Go in.
Great shot from Joey.
Well, this is not the approach of someone who's about to lay up, it appears.
No, it is not.
Okay.
But in the end, it kind of was. Yeah, that it didn't really catch the line. I got scared for a second that was just going to be
for
sent
sure.
over the hay bales, but no problem. A little bit of a problem. A little
Yeah.
bit of a problem there.
Yeah, Joseph can't continue missing putts if he wants to have any chance at this on Championship Sunday.
That's a clutch putt. Save the par.
That is one thing Niklas has not done today. He has not missed any reasonable putts. The putt he missed on 6 is okay to miss. At a very, very scary green. Back on track, Isaac. 3 down in the last 4.
Rebuilding that lead.
Mm-hmm.
Sullivan Tipton on the 14th. Just playing for position here, trying to set up a short approach so you can get out of here with par. This green is just a nightmare to try to approach from distance. And Eagle McMahon has grander plans. I'm going to try to get this thing to work left up near the cart path.
Oh,
Don't do that.
That's going to be no way. Oh, conflicting messages. Crowd loves it. They don't know.
Well, it looks great.
If they do have a spotter, then at least he knows that. No, Sullivan Tipton throws it in. Come on.
What a birdie.
This guy gives us highlights at majors. My goodness. Oh, that's a cool moment, man. One of the 6 birdies on the day.
Oh, had me believing. That looked like a really good effort from Eagle.
Oh, that would have sent the crowd just out of this planet. What?
No way.
That happened too quick. Did that hit center and fall out?
Is there a way we could have this basket
Screw
melted
you, hole
down
14's
overnight?
basket. I mean, you did the job with Sullivan, but be fair.
Is there an inferno hot enough that we could just melt that one down and get a replacement in before tomorrow?
Again, doesn't love the angle here on 16. Okay, now he likes it. And yeah, he got all of it. This is probably 350, maybe less.
That got way up there for looking like it had
People,
not
listen,
enough cut.
1,000-foot hole. So we're looking at a 650 plus drive. And he's under it. That's one of the easiest birdies you'll ever see on the hole. Man, Eagle, what just happened there? Nearly makes the par putt, ends up with a double. Off our leaderboard. Sullivan Tipton trending up to 5th. What a week he's having.
Hole 12, par 3, 491 down the hill. Hazard on the left, OB on the right, short and long sides. We've seen a lot of success from mid-range throwers here as the wind has been down. Like Jerm said, been perfect weather. I think this place would be a real bear of a course if the wind started swirling around. So we've been fortunate
Yes.
to this point, and I think looking like another good day for the finals. This needs to push forward. There's the shadow.
Yeah, inside C1.
I find watching for the shadow of the disc is one of the best ways to know what the heck is going on when you're going down a big hill.
Well, yeah, look at the direction of the sun right now. It's perfect for this hole. Luke, give us what you gave us in round 2, man.
Coming right up.
Give us what you gave us in round 2. Not quite as perfect, but still beautiful. Have you ever had an ace where the shadow was in before the disc?
Not that I've perceived.
I've had a spit out. It went in first, and then the disc hit the pole and came out. Great shot from Niklas. Saying this is the kind of hole where something like that might happen.
Didn't look like he needed much speed there, and somehow it's pushing all the way down. What a shot from Joey.
Impressive. He's an impressive young man. All these guys on this card are. There you go. Niklas back on it.
Ooh, top shelf.
He is top shelf, man. He's a top shelf player if I've ever seen one. Are we going to see a star frame on hole 12?
Absolutely. I believe in the bucket.
That's
Come on, why?
I'm very angry at the current moment. Did he just say I hate charity? Is that what is that? There's no way that's what he said. I heard something about charity.
That might have been what he said.
If he said that in that moment, that's actually one of the funniest things I've ever heard.
Super wide from Burr here. Out the back, I gotta think.
Yeah, it's hard to land it on the green going around the tree, but Gannon going to the drop zone and pitching up. So Gannon will drop down to 24. That was a frustrating chain out.
Yes.
Still in the top 10 for Joseph Anderson, though.
Official merchandise of the 2024 PDGA World Championships. A wide array of apparel items and gear celebrating the biggest competition in the sport. Shop the entire collection on shopledgestone.com.
Hole 13, big par 4 going downhill, 768 feet. I think this one is all about position off the tee. I think you might want to go for the right side of that landing zone circle if you like a forehand underneath. The best play that I've seen is from the elite power throwers, just throwing it super far to take the low ceiling almost out of play. We might see that today from Luke. Nice committed shot.
Yeah, it is.
A lot of trust.
And that is good. We don't talk about how far Isaac throws enough. He really, he gets him out there, man. Not coming out quite at the velocity of a Luke Taylor, but man, that is smoked. Is that too far left? That's pushing that OB line. Oh, it hangs on by about a disc width, maybe less.
That might be a fairly open line as well, way over there.
Mm-hmm. And this will be good.
Similar to the shot of Robinson.
Be interesting to see what approach angle they take. All right, only good breaks for Joseph Anderson for the rest of the way. Guy's kind of been rocked around the boat today. Fortune has not been on his side, put it that way.
Scoot.
This grass doesn't scoot, but it is a look. Got to get that nose up, going up the hill, and keep it low at the same time. Hard thing to do. No spit outs from there. Joey Bucket's going to get the birdie. Isaac playing the hyzer skip. That's one way to get a little bit of movement on the grass.
Really nice. As usual, these guys.
Oh, boy.
Wow.
Come on. There hasn't been an easier approach on this hole for anyone in the event.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Some acknowledgement of that kind of placement.
What a great putt.
The Finnish phenom delivers again. It's looking easy.
He's keeping the pressure turned way up.
Oh, yeah. And that's one thing that I don't think Isaac's really dealt with so far in the other rounds. He's just kind of been the king of the card every single time, but Niklas has just really shown something strong today. And so now we're going to get our star frame.
Absolutely. I believe in the bucket.
You can't keep saying that without me saying the obvious. He switched his bucket hat. He had the Jomez bucket hat rounds 2 and 3, and he took it off and he put something else on. I had to say it. You said I believe in the bucket too many times, Nate.
He's got to have a rotation. Come on. The guy's got a
Why?
menagerie of buckets. He needs to
Tie-dye
be.
bucket caps, dude. Have you seen them?
He'll be bringing it back, I'm sure.
They're beautiful.
Sully way up there over the cart path. I think that's the sign of 2 really big throws. That's kind of the garden spot on this hole. If you're there in 2, you really feel good about your chances of throwing your little putter shot up here and collecting birdie.
No. Oh my God, I thought he threw it in again there, Nate.
That would be something else. That one would have been for eagle. But birdie will do.
Birdie will certainly do. Chris Dickerson, who was 10 down through 15, I believe, bogeyed 17, but up here on 5th card. Oh, no.
Such a bad kick.
Oh, and that's going to find OB certainly, right?
I believe so.
A bogey finish for Chris with that indeed kicked out of bounds. Tough finish for him. He had a great round going. And now still the only double-digit round we have seen is Adam Hammes in round 2.
Hole 14, par 4, 850. Teeing off from out of bounds as usual at Ivy Hill. This one has a couple tree gaps you've got to go for. You can go left side of the prominent tree or right side. Right hand, backhand, best option. Kind of throw a low screamer if you want to try to get up there and think about playing for birdie. But we've talked a lot about how difficult that is to attack this green. It's a long way around the corner and it is very treacherous.
How's it going the wide route? Pushing that backside OB, but stays in.
There's your inside line, slightly more aggressive.
It gets to the top. That's huge. If you don't get to the top of that hill, then the inside line makes no sense. But if you do, you can get that little bit of extra skip and slide out, making that second shot actually manageable to try to attack the pin.
I think Luke's for sure in position
Yeah,
with his skill set.
no
that was a
kidding.
great drive.
And I think Niklas is, he flies up there even better. Both in position. I think from there, you're just trying to get to the base of those steps. Anywhere near there, you've got to look at it. All right, Joey going the wide route. Needs to slow down a bit.
No way. Okay, good.
Stays in bounds barely. That straight route just brings that OB into play so quickly.
Definitely.
Isaac just put it on that line. Just let the disc do all the work.
That was great.
That was really great.
65, 70 feet.
Easy jump putt layup from there. Take your par, walk away. Not losing strokes to many people in the field. That'll be safe in the middle. Pretty short approach from there. So what are we going to see from these two? I like the play.
As long as it's short enough.
Yeah. Yep. Just as close as you can get to that road as possible. And that is a green light go from there. That's about 50 feet, I'm guessing. Oh, boy.
Sit down.
Okay.
Such a crazy hole. Even
Yeah.
from perfect position.
Yep.
Lead card players not really even looking to test it.
No, I mean, you don't go for the pin. Jake Hebenheimer did birdie it from 14 feet in round 2, but no one else really going for the pin. Sit.
Ooh, balance.
Sit. Sit.
Wow.
Sit. That was cool. I mean, after we saw Eagle and James Proctor, I don't believe in anything on this hole right now. Yes.
Awesome.
Oh, I love the celebration.
I was hoping we would see that.
And Luke Taylor is one of those 6 players. Anthony Barella surprisingly gets a look on this hole. Corey Ellis, Matt Bell, and Levi Hancock. Levi Hancock did it from 142. Sully's wasn't even the longest.
Wow. How about Matt Bell? Where did he strike from?
Let's take a look at the stats here. Matt Bell from 62,
Okay.
57, 44, and Anthony Barella, the only player in the circle. And with the day Joey Buckets has had, I just was just praying that thing would find safety. 1 under for the card on 14. That is awesome.
Hole 18, Anthony Barella, backhand wide rim driver.
Whoa. What?
Oh.
Those cheers took way too long.
So that's, without question, in that second zone.
He's by the houses?
He's going over the houses right now. Look where he's looking.
This guy's lost it.
This is crazy.
This guy has lost it. No way, man. How much fun can you have, dude?
Safe.
Are you-
It's gotta be downhill from the pin. This isn't. This hole's uneagleable.
No way, dude.
Wow.
Would be the coolest eagle ever. Oh my gosh.
Oh wow. Heroic.
That is so cool. Who on earth misses a putt on 18 and takes a birdie? That is absolutely bananas. Oh, man. Ricky Wysocki putting for birdie. Okay, that gets him to 24. And if indeed that 35 number ends up being the magic number, he is in striking distance of it.
Gets in bounds.
Yep, and
Stays
in
in
bounds.
bounds. Nice. I have a hard time seeing 35 as the number at this point.
I agree. I just want to build the drama. I think Ricky's...
I do too.
Come on, Rick. Calvin going roller.
Look, let's not. And I mean, if anybody.
Ooh.
Oh no. I don't think it ever touched. If anyone could throw down a 14, put Rick on
Yes.
the list. I mean,
And
the guy broke every course record in Europe on his way through
Calvin
just last month.
did not cross, so he has to go all the way back, and that is the penalty he has to pay.
And then he's what, circle 2 somehow? That was a massive shot.
Whoa. Eagle got the stake in the way. How unfortunate is that? How awkward, man. He's making good work of it, though.
How far is this? Over 400.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I mean, I would say about 430.
All hyzer.
Yeah.
Abbreviated
With an awkward
run-up.
run-up, yeah.
Interesting forehand there from Calvin. Effective, though.
Yeah, he likes those little toros from that range. Eagle for birdie. And Calvin for his bogey. What are these scores at currently? Yeah, Isaac already into 30. Niklas 2 back at 28. And Calvin with his bogey 5 back. So close to crossing in bounds. That would give him a chance to save that par.
Hole 15, uphill par 5, 755 feet. Narrow fairway to start. Opens up just a little bit up by the green, although there is OB just beyond the basket. I think one of the easier holes on the course to attack. Some potential even for that elusive Eagle 3. This is how you start going for an eagle.
Yeah, the guy at the top of the hill had... Oh, that's Nate Perkins. Nate Perkins was not thinking, I'm going to be in danger of getting hit by a drive. Luke Taylor says, yes, you are. Watch this.
If he could have got that a little farther and be on that flat,
The flat
spot, I mean,
yeah.
he still has the power, I think,
Yes.
to reach it. It's whether he has any kind of line from over there on the
And
right
the
side.
run-up. You know, the run-up is going to be a big part of it as well, I fear.
I don't know about this. Okay, stays in. Looked a little bit burned over.
Great commitment, Niklas.
Yeah, it's one of my favorite things about Niklas's throw. The way he leans over on his anhizers. The disc has no choice but to just be shaped the way that he shapes them. No one quite does it like that.
That's such good commitment, Joey. Great shot.
Forehand to the top there. That's exactly how you draw it up as a forehand player. Not going to be easy to get back into ideal position for Isaac from here.
Bit of a late release,
Yeah.
potentially.
But slow enough to not get any of those right side obstructors in the way.
I think you're happy to be on flat ground there.
Yes.
He's going to have some gaps to hit, but distance not an issue at all from there.
Pretty standard forehand across the road from there, or trying to, and yeah, on the road's fine too.
See the drive of Luke way up there.
Way up there. Niklas with a great drive, way short of Luke's drive. Great place to be after 2. Able to go forehand. Oh,
no.
No. Oh.
Just a bad line out of his hand.
Yep. And inside bullseye, the most bullseyed hole on the course. Perfect green for it, just kind of a catcher's mitt for any shot going up the hill. Nearly 30% of the field with a bullseye. Not just a birdie, but a bullseye.
That seems impossible.
30 out of 102 were parked.
I need our stats keepers also to be on there.
You did mention them earlier.
Absolute top form for the finals. I'm not necessarily calling them out, but I'm also a little skeptical. Maybe some.
We got 3 for 3 here.
This is the lead card.
Okay, I'm telling you, man.
That's amazing if true.
I mean, it makes sense though. You know, if you get through, if the first 2 shots, if you're in bounds, and that third shot misses these trees, it goes in the bullseye.
Sure. Yeah, it does. They're. What?
No way! Come on! You have no business taking a birdie after the OB, Luke.
Back-to-back huge putts.
This dude is inspiring me to go out to play disc golf tomorrow. And I don't feel very inspired without seeing this guy play right now. So thank you. That was awesome. That is so...
Anheuser spin putt up a huge hill,
Up
dead
70.
center.
Again, the crowd acknowledgement, dude. This guy is in it.
There's nothing really better you can do as a professional disc golfer than be on the world's lead card.
Yes.
In front of a bunch of people.
Yep.
Giving them a thrill and just hitting huge clutch shots that you want to make more than anything in your life in that moment.
He's one of 6 players to birdie 14 and then makes a 75-footer uphill Anheuser.
And just the only thing that's disappointing me is that he didn't stay in bounds because he was about ready to knock a big putt down. We got proof now. The eagle was there to be had. And there were a couple eagles, were there not, Jerm?
Well, there's one right here, and there were a couple, but I want to talk about this one first. Safety, yes, and quickly, let's touch on the 2 eagles. We had one Mr. Zach Nash. No, I'm sorry, that was somewhere else. Randon Latta and Nico Locastro.
Simon, backhand fading a little bit left. Does it stay? Oh, I think you like those roots.
Mm-hmm. Is that a root? Oh my gosh, look at Simon's scorecard. He did the same thing the other day with pars, but just replaced the pars today with bogeys. Very strange.
Wow. Stop.
Safe.
Awesome.
Great touch.
Love the way he put a bunch of height under that. So it was just coming down as slow as possible. He still almost went OB long. But he did really well there to control the speed. Eagle makes the birdie.
3 in a row for Eagle. Well, it had to go in. It didn't matter if he hit the band or not. It had to continue the pattern. But unfortunately, he's just going to have to bogey 18 to keep it really going. No, we hope that doesn't happen. With 3 birdies on 17 from our chase card, Calvin with a good bounce back after the bogey on the tough 16. Luke Taylor, man, falling down early and then climbing his way back up. This has been awesome.
Disc graph built for flight.
And here is 16, 2 options off the tee. You lay up to this point right here, or you try to clear that entire gray area, which requires a 550, I'd say.
Yeah.
Maybe more to just to get over the out of bounds line, which sets you up for an approach that's probably 400 to this pin that slopes down and away. What are you going to do? Luke Taylor's going to go big. You know that.
Gosh,
oh, my goodness.
Throws so high. Trust the turn.
That is
fear
so
this is
understandable.
overdone. What?
Is this supposed to be a roller?
If that was supposed to be a roller, it's the new height record.
It had to be. There's no way he's missing it by that much.
Or
Okay, so it was a total shank.
agreed.
Wow. Okay.
It's the best thrower we've ever seen.
Yes, it is. It's the best roller of all time.
It probably is the farthest we've ever seen a roller thrown in the air. Like that probably went like 410
And
before it
maybe-
hit the ground.
Maybe the first lead card world's thrower we've ever seen. Those
Breaking
are usually reserved
barriers.
for like third card B pool. Niklas, sorry, excuse me.
Intentional roller here.
Yeah.
And it looks to be a pretty good one.
It's got it.
No, I liked the angle, but it just wouldn't hold it.
Mm-hmm.
Probably a pretty understable disc.
Yep. It's the width you're looking for if you're going for the layup forehand. And just about 750 feet left from there. I've got a lot of respect for this design. It's forward thinking in so many ways. Never seen a hole like this in this way. And somehow 1,000-foot par 4 is justifiable when it's downhill like this and as wide open as it is.
Sure. Oh, no.
This could be disastrous. It's disastrous.
Doesn't cross.
Oh,
that
just
was crazy.
doesn't even want to go up to the stakes. It doesn't really make a difference, I suppose, but man, that is just a bad day for Joseph Anderson, and
Yes.
it just got a lot worse. And the best case he can do now is a double bogey.
This is not great. Stays in
Oof,
pounds, thankfully.
Man, he has done that a bunch today, has he not?
That was scary, seeing it start to tip. But it'll be fine.
This is what Luke has left. Can he keep the streak alive? This is moving pretty hard right.
Yeah, solid shot.
Yes, it is. Wow. Gritty performance. So double bogey will be saved.
Isaac looking to widen that lead with par here.
He's put together a very strong back nine.
Yeah, remember, front nine, he had the double bogey on 6 and 7. He was even par at worst, maybe
I think
even
he was one up.
briefly
No.
one over. I'm not
Yeah,
sure.
I can't quite remember.
But either way,
Yeah, it wasn't great.
humble beginnings. And now
That's the name of his autobiography.
he's pushing towards a really respectable score.
For 5 in a row? No, come on, Jeremy. Let him get it first. Dang it. I mean, he would be the only person ever to birdie that 5-hole stretch.
Yes, I think that's fair to say.
Ugh. Dang it. Couple pars, couple bogeys. And one very far thrown thrower.
Back to a 3-shot lead, 31-28. Heimberg in at -9. Hole 17, par 3, 366. you have that layup option in front of you. It might come into play tomorrow in the finals when somebody might have a pretty clear-cut lead. But it's such a hard green to stick. It's really hard to ignore it as well. It's right there in front of you. It looks easier than it turns out it actually is, I think, because there's almost no inbounds area behind the basket.
Does it get by? It does. How do you find way through all of that? Again, pumping up the crowd, man. He is enjoying every minute of it.
Needs to filter.
And it does. Very similar to where he was in round 2 and just had to lay up and do it quickly because there was nothing from over there. Opportunity for Niklas to chisel one back if he can put one close.
I'm not sure I'd count out Isaac just yet. And I'm worried this is short. Oh, just skips over the line. Fantastic.
Wow. Niklas once again making me hold my breath. That is 4 or 5 times today where he has been so close to being out of bounds and just barely stayed safe.
Joey trying to make it 4 for 4 safe. I don't think this has a chance to wind back.
The Cinderella run for Joseph Anderson has come to an end here in the 4th round.
Yes. Out of contention to win. Still with a fantastic opportunity to have a highlight type of finish in his career if he can put it together tomorrow and get back to the kind of golf he's been playing this week.
Beautiful. And Niklas does indeed take advantage of the opportunity.
This has been a back and forth battle all day.
And Luke, I mean, makes that putt on 16. You're looking at just one of the all-time stretches. And to further that point about Joseph Anderson has an opportunity for a career moment. I mean, for me personally, a top 10 finish in the World Championships has been a goal of mine for the last 14 tries. Failed every time. And he might be upset in the moment because it's been a rough round, but there are so many great players in the history of disc golf that have never been in the position to have a chance on the lead card, and he's been here all week. It's been a very successful week, regardless of what happens on the final 19 holes for him, but obviously not the day he was looking forward to having.
One last big par 5 left on hole 18, going all the way around and up the hill.
Just a big Anheuser off the tee and then a shot over the houses.
Giant Anheuser over many, many families.
Oh, Luke overturns this, calls it straight out of bounds, and he is not wrong.
Oh, man.
And what was he, sitting in 4th place? Well, don't know if it's going to be enough. He's going to have to battle hard here to save the par to guarantee a spot on lead card.
That's pretty close to ideal from Niklas.
I guess if Niklas is ideal, then so is Isaac's.
I said he was pretty close to ideal.
Isaac's actually ideal.
He's also dangerously close.
So where does the ideal go? All the way to the back edge?
Anthony Barella's was that.
Ah, yes. Okay. Second landing zone. Got it.
No, I think their drives are great.
So what does Luke decide to do here? I like this. Turning it into the flat of the hillside. Yeah, that's the play there. If you want to try to save this par, that's the shot shape. Beautiful throw.
He's so good at the hyzer flip right now. Just the trust and the commitment has been really good.
And I will agree with you as long as we both agree to forget the drive 2 holes ago.
I'm not going to forget it, but I don't think that disqualifies him from being great at doing it just because he made one mistake. Overall, I've been super impressed with the height he's been willing to go for and trust flips.
His resume this week has been impressive. And so has Isaac's, and so has Niklas's, obviously. These guys are playing it the way it was designed to be played. Not like that pesky Anthony Barella fellow.
Big distance. Yeah.
And semi-flat run-up. So is Niklas going to lay down a roller or an air shot? A roller indeed.
Creative play. Works pretty well. Gonna leave him middle of circle 2.
The technical approach. Well thrown. Joseph, come on. There you go.
That's crushed.
See if that birdie gets him in back into the top 10. Currently sitting in 11th. What a battle back for Isaac today. He's going to shoot a good round when things were not looking good early.
He has that, I think, to go to -6.
That's a solid round on this course.
When you need it. I mean, like, needed a great back nine in the worst way to keep control of this tournament.
Luke is going to save that par. That was one of the more impressive back nines I have seen in quite some time. To get to 30 under. Oh, so close. $21 under is the total. And that's not a T4, that's a 4. That means we are going to see Luke on our lead card final round. And I think Isaac's going to be there too because he's in first place. And I think Niklas is going to join the party as well. And the only player jumping up is going to be Calvin Heimberg, I believe, with his round and chase card.
What a day today.
1 over par for Joseph Anderson. Everyone else shooting very well. Gannon Burr, 9 under. Niklas Anttila, 9 under. Calvin Heimberg, 9 under. Chris Dickerson, 9 under. And I'm going to click the scores tab for the first time today and see. Now, boy, there were a lot of 9 unders. Jake Hebenheimer, Paul Kranz. No one to the double digits. What is it going to take tomorrow, Nate?
What is that number? You would think Isaac Robinson, if he can put down another 6, he's got to like his chances.
Yeah.
If he can do an 8,
He loves
his chances.
Yeah, that's right.
I think that's about, so that would be 40. And that's amazing to say
Yeah.
with the difficulty of these courses.
Yeah.
But they, life finds a way. And these dudes are that way. Like 40, you think you're going to stop them from getting to 40?
Good luck.
Try, but they seem to have a way of getting there eventually in these world championships. And Isaac has been pushing that limit last year and this year as well. Only way to find out is to come back and join us tomorrow for the World Finals, the most exciting day in the disc golfing year. I cannot wait.
Me
I'll
neither.
see you there.
Yeah, we'll both see you there.